Dead man walking. Most of us know what that means. I believe it's a phrase that describes someone who is given a death sentence and is just in prison waiting for his execution date to arrive. But when you think about it, aren't we all dead man walking? At least the guy in prison knows the date he's gonna die. Do you and I know when we're gonna die? Or worse, do we know when we're gonna come up, God forbid, with some kind of an ailment that basically grounds us, makes our life just a living hell? What's the importance in knowing this fact? And it is a fact. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We don't know what awaits us, good or bad, or in between, from here to 1 hour from now. So, is there a solution to that? Are we gonna find a miracle way of knowing when our end is? No. But like everything else in life, as they say, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Now, I'm not asking you to react to a news of, God forbid, that you've come down with some kind of an illness or things like that. I'm asking you to react to the fact that you don't know how much time you have left, how much quality time. That's even more important than time. If you're bedridden, and I know people like that, where someone has to clean their ass, do you call that living? I don't know about you, but I'd rather die. I'm asking you to react to the fact that you don't know how many days you got left and use that to be bold. Like Steve Jobs said, if this was the last day of your life, will you be doing what you're about to do? Or will you not be doing what you're not about to do? Meaning, if you're afraid, oh, if I ask this woman out, or if I ask for this much, salary for this job, or if I start this business, what if all the things that go wrong? Well, I'm not saying throw caution to the wind. I'm saying realize that you have much less time than you think. This goes also for making foolish decisions, entering into a questionable marriage just because you're afraid of being alone, doing things for the wrong reasons, which you're gonna come and bite you in the ass very soon. Realize that you and I are all dead man walking. We're actually in some ways worse than the guy in prison. Well, we are free, but like I said, he knows when his last day is, and you and I, we don't know. It's a mystery, and that's life. Treat every day like it was your last. Not by doing stupid, foolish things of drugs and alcohol and gambling and dangerous, activities or criminal activities. Oh, not completely. No. That is not what I'm talking about. That is not what I'm about. I myself, I don't even smoke. I probably have 2 to 4, 5 drinks in a year. I'm not telling you, I'm not preaching to you what to do. But when it comes to drugs, of course, 0 is the policy for me, and it should be for you. But when it comes to alcohol, not drinking at all is better than drinking. All that BS about a couple of glasses of wine is good for you. Now they're coming up with all kinds of research that was a bunch of BS funded by alcohol manufacturers, drink manufacturers, whatever. But I am saying that if you're gonna do something, been wanting to do something that gives you pleasure and joy, you wanted to get that car, you wanted to get that, go to that trip, you wanted to ask that woman out, whatever, don't be afraid. Be bold. Someone asked me, can you be bold? Just be bold. Borrow a line from the movie, old movie in the 80s called Flashdance. The girl asked the guy, how did you do it? He says, I just closed my eyes and I jumped. And that's what you need to do. Don't be afraid. So what? Don't be afraid of being embarrassed by anything that you're going to do. Walk into a room with your head up and your shoulders back. Act like you own the place. Be always polite and respectful to everyone, unless they are not respectful to you, of which, of course, as I said in my last videos, you're not going to allow that, right? You're not going to allow anyone disrespect you. And you are respectful and polite and gracious to others. Walk into a room with your shoulders back. You go to a restaurant, if they give you a table you don't like, say, no, that's not going to do. And if they don't give you a better table, turn around and walk out. Funny thing happens when you ask for nothing but the best and you accept nothing but the best. You'll end up with the best or close to it at all times. And you should do this. You should adopt this attitude at all times. Don't take anything less than what you want, and be prepared to have nothing unless it's what you want. Food for thought. Dead man walking. Just remember that. If you disagree with anything I said, which is impossible to do because it is a fact, unless you have some kind of a secret of knowing when you're gonna, what's gonna happen 2 hours from now. Remember, we're all dead man walking. Use every minute of every day as a precious time that it will never repeat again, because it won't. All the best.